A well-known and respected tech CEO, Dario Amodei, who heads a cutting-edge AI company called Anthropic, is raising alarms tonight about AI's potential impact on employment that could soon be felt. While he says AI can lead to incredible advancements like medical breakthroughs and boost the economy, he believes it could also lead to half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years. I spoke to him just before air about that and other implications he thinks AI may have on society. Dario, you've said that AI could wipe out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs and spike unemployment to 10 to 20%. How soon might that happen?
To back up a little bit, I've been building AI for over a decade, and I think maybe the most salient feature of the technology and what is driving all of this is how fast the technology is getting better. A couple of years ago, you could say that AI models were maybe as good as a smart high school student. I would say that now they're as good as a smart college student and sort of reaching past that. I really worry, particularly at the entry level, that the AI models are very much at the center of what an entry level human worker would do.
There's just so many desk jobs where really what people are doing is they're processing email or they're answering the phone, and just anything that isn't moving atoms, like anything that is not physical work, that will obviously be the first thing. Those jobs will be and are being eliminated by AI at a very rapid pace. Ultimately, working will be optional because you'll have robots plus AI, and we'll have, in a benign scenario, universal high income, not just universal basic income, universal high income, meaning anyone can have any products or services that they want. But there will be a lot of trauma and disruption along the way.
We've all seen the TikToks. AI can do your job in 5 seconds. How to make 100K a month using AI. It's cool, right? But also a little terrifying. If you're a Pinoy millennial or Gen Z, you've probably asked yourself, hanggang kailan pa kaya ako sa trabaho ko? The Philippines just hit a massive milestone, but it's not exactly a trophy. According to the ILO, we are the most exposed country to AI in Southeast Asia. We're talking about 12.7 million jobs. That's almost 1 in 4 jobs. If you're watching this, there's a 25% chance that your whole workflow is going to be overhauled in the next couple of months, or quarter, or maybe a year. But exposed doesn't mean deleted. It means we're at a crossroads. Today, we're going to see if you're in the danger zone or the opportunity zone. No fluff, no BS, just the blueprint on what's coming. Tara! So I stumbled upon a news piece from Filipino and the International Labor Organization, or the ILO, and I felt they just dropped a truth bomb. Over 12.7 million Filipino jobs are exposed to generative AI, and it's hitting women and the younger people the hardest. The bread and butter of the local workforce. If your job involves a lot of scheduling, repetitive typing, data entry, AI is basically your new, fast, never-sleeping teammate. But before you panic and resign and decide to live in the mountains, hear me out. Why is this report specifically calling out women and the youth? It's not about capability. It's about job clusters. A huge portion of our local workforce right now is represented by women and the younger people, or the elder Gen Zs, or younger millennials. Whatever, man. Most of them are in the clerical, customer service, and admin roles. These are high probability tasks for generative AI, as most of you know by now. If your job consists of scheduling meetings, data entry, or basic scheduling, AI can do that now for almost close to zero cost. Not entirely zero, but sure as hell less than the minimum daily wage. So there's that. For the Gen Z people, the entry level is fast disappearing. For companies, why hire a junior designer for basic layouts when AI can generate at least 50 different options in a minute? We are losing the training wheels of our careers. To survive, you can't just be a doer anymore. You have to be a director of all these AI tools. Exposure doesn't mean your job is gone tomorrow. It means that the job is simply changing. Think of it like this. Noon kailangan mong mag-commute to pay your bills. Ngayon, GCash na lang, diba? Did the bill go away? No. Did the process change? Yeah. The report highlights that the real danger isn't the robot, it's simply the gap. Listen, if you're in Manila, you have 5G, or fiber optic internet and a MacBook or, a simple computer, you're fine, usually. But what about our brothers and sisters in Abra or the students in Zamboanga? If they don't get access to these tools, the rich and poor gap suddenly becomes a digital divide. Infrastructure is the new inequality. If you live in a condo in Manila or BGC, for instance, with fiber internet, AI makes you at least 10 times more productive. You're winning. But if you're a talented student in a province with shitty internet, you aren't just missing out on schoolwork, you're losing access to the global economy. And I think it's not a simple you problem. It's more of a local policy or a national policy problem for us Filipinos. We need to demand that these new digital hubs, like the ones being mentioned in the ILO report for the Bangsamoro region, become as common as 7-Elevens. Without hardware and stable ping, the best AI in the world is useless to us, or even the best tools in the world that are usually in the cloud. You get the point. On the brighter side of the report, when Filipinos get their hands on technology, get their hands on AI and these digital hubs, they don't just tend to survive, they dominate. Or slay, as these younger cats call them. From women-led enterprises in Iloilo to automation devs who started in Europe from scholarship grants, AI is actually a leveler. The message is fairly clear. The talent is there. Nasa atin yung galing eh. The only thing missing is reliable access. We need the government and the big corporations to stop treating AI like a luxury and start treating it like a basic utility, like electricity, water, that kind of thing. So what do we do? Whether you're a fresh grad or a millennial in their midlife crisis, here's the game plan. I'd first start with stop ignoring the tools. Don't just use AI to write your sick leave emails or notifications. We all know most of you do it. I receive a bunch of these every day. Instead, learn how it can automate the boring parts of your life first. Non-work stuff. And focus more on your soft skills, which is the human advantage. AI is terrible at pakiramdam or intuition. It can't read a room in a Zoom call, or worse, in the office, or at least navigate the complex politics of a workplace. Double down on critical thinking and emotional intelligence. Trust me. And we need to be demanding better as people. We need to push for STEM pathways and digital training that actually reaches the provinces, not just BGC or Manila. And for work, audit your tasks. List everything you do in a day. Anything that is repetitive and follows a specific formula, automate it before your boss does. Be the person who introduces AI to the team. You'd rather be that than be replaced. And diversify your human portfolio. What do I mean? Learn how to manage people and projects. AI is a great worker, but a very terrible manager. And the most we could do as individuals, advocate for access. If your company or your local LGU isn't talking about upskilling in AI, start the conversation. I mean, this whole ILO report proves that if Pinoys are provided the tools, they dominate. But to be honest, the only real problem here that I see is none of us really bother advocating for it because we're busy enough making up for the money we lose from these insanely high income taxes. Somebody needs to do something about this. Anyways. So if you're feeling kabado or kinakabahan ka every time you see an AI feature on LinkedIn, I don't know why anyone is still on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a cringe fest, by the way. You're not alone. For most Filipinos, a job isn't a career. It's a means to an end. Pantawid gutom at pantawid pangarap. We are a nation of workers, hustlers, virtual assistants, freelancers. When we hear automation, we don't just think of tech. We think of our bills and our families. But here's something that's obvious. AI is just another tool. Like the shift before from typewriters to MS Word. Your value isn't in how fast you type, though it helps, in a way. It's in your discarte, or your resourcefulness, and how you solve problems for other people. And for you. The 12.7 million Pinoys mentioned in the report, that's us. That's our community. We're all figuring this out together, man. The goal isn't to beat the machine. It's to make the machine work for us, to our advantage. Listen, man, I keep saying this. We survived recessions, pandemics, and dial-up internet. We're gonna make it in this AI era too. The future of work is being built right now. The question isn't if AI is coming for your job. It's coming now. It's already here. The real question here is, are we building a future that includes everyone? Or are we just hard coding our own inequalities onto a new software? If you're a young Pinoy worker, don't just adapt to AI, shape it. AI isn't the end of days for us. It's the end of boring work, but only if we have the tools and the right training to lead the charge. We have the highest social media usage in the world, and it's about damn time we turn that digital screen time into usable global power. So what do you think? Is AI a threat to your job, or maybe your new best friend? Don't be shy to drop it in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, or share it with your work bestie who's still scared of ChatGPT. Stay curious, guys. Salamat for watching.